Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working with this wig. This is a jet black with highlights. So we're going to be lifting that color to a honey blonde with highlights. And I'm going to be using 40 volume developer with no bleach at all. So I split the front part into 3 parts because I want to keep the dark roots, but then I want to lift the color with the rest of the hair parts. And now I'm going in the back and I'm going to split that into 4 parts just to make sure that the developer is evenly distributed. So now I'm just going to pour the developer into my little bowl and I'm going to work section by section. So I'm putting the hair on a trash bag, and that's just to protect my table from any products that's going to be on the hair. And I'm starting to apply the developer onto each section of the hair. Now I'm just starting to apply the developer onto the hair. Now you want to make sure that you apply a generous amount of the developer onto the hair strands because we're not using any bleach powder on here. So you will see me in the video going back with some more developer, and this is just to make sure that each and every part of the hair that has been parted has enough developer to turn the color to the satisfaction that I want it to be. Now after you're done, the next process is what I call the brushing and the combing spree. Now, during this process, you will comb your life away because it is very important for you to be able to brush and to comb through the hair to make sure all the strands on this hair have some form of developer enough for it to turn to the color you want it to. So do not be lazy, guys, when it comes to this part. I was very tired. It was very hectic. I stood for so long just to make sure that this hair turned out to be exactly what I want it to be. So take your time, brush the hair as much as you can, just to make sure that all the strands on the hair have enough developer. If not, feel free to add a little bit more developer for you to be able to know that the hair has enough developer to be able to turn into the color that you want it to turn into. As you see me doing now, guys, I'm going back in with some more developer. After combing, I realized there wasn't enough product on the hair, so I decided to add a little bit more for the hair to be able to process and lift a little bit easier. So now after I'm done with applying a little bit more developer, we're going to go back to the combing and brushing, and just to make sure each and every part has a little bit more of the added developer. Now, after that is done, what we're going to do is we're going to turn that trash bag and just make sure that the wig stays inside. And we're going to close it and make sure there's no air making its way into that wig so it can process a little bit faster. So I'm going to be checking it like every 26 minutes. So I'm going to let the timer run for 26 minutes. Then we'll be back to check on the wig. So after 26 minutes, I came to check on it just to make sure that the process is going smoothly. And look at that, guys. Look at how beautiful that wig is turning out to be. Now, this is good, but this is not what I'm looking for at this time. So I'm just checking to make sure the back is also turning as good as the front. So we're going to leave it for another 26 minutes and we'll be back to check back on it. So this was after another 26 minutes, and I am loving how this wig was turning out, and this is exactly what I wanted. So this whole process took a total of 52 minutes to process. So now I'm just washing out the product to remove any of the developer so we can stop this lifting process. So now after I wash it, we're going to be using some Shimmer Lights purple shampoo. This is just to play it safe, to avoid any brassiness that might have occurred. The wig is still wet, so we don't know what it's going to look like after it dries. So I'm just taking extra precautions to make sure that the wig does not come out looking brassy. So I'm just gonna run my hands through to make sure each and every hair part has some form of that purple shampoo, and then we're going to just wash it out after that. So now after the purple shampoo has been washed out, I'm going to go in with the Pantene conditioner, and I'm just going to apply this on the hair, and then I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes, and then we'll be able to come back and wash the hair and then let it air dry and wait for the next day. So I did speed up the video. This was after 5 minutes and it was time to wash out the conditioner. So I'm just washing it all out to make sure we have a nice clean wig. Guys, look at how beautiful this wig looks like. Look at how beautiful those highlights have been highlighted, and the black strands, look at how beautiful that honey blonde is turning out to be. This is so good. I'm so happy and pleased with the outcome. So now after we're done with washing it, I'm going to go in with my leave-in hair conditioner. This is the bulbous leave-in hair conditioner, and I'm just going to spray that all around the hair, and we're just going to leave it on the hair. We're not going to wash it out. And then I'm going to hang this hair to let it air dry, and I will show you what it looks like the next morning. So this is what the hair is looking like. I am so happy with how it turned out. This is just the first part. Please stay tuned for the next part, which is part 2, so you can see how I'm going to curl this hair and what I'm going to turn it into. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in my next video.